This is Vlad and Gadgets, and we're taking a look at Nokia's new E6 handset. So if we can take a look around the size and the back of the device first of all. So this has a 2.5-inch screen, which is quite special because it has VGA resolution and it has 326 ppi pixel density, right? Stainless steel back cover there, and also stainless steel bezel for the camera. It's an 8-megapixel camera, dual LED flash, 3.5-inch headphone jack on the top. And what is that port for?
That's the micro SD card door.
Yep, and the power and lock button on the top there. And here we've got a micro USB port on the side. Do you have the old legacy 2mm power port?
Yeah, we do. That sits on the bottom, and it supports the charging via that port, and also supports USB charging as well.
Cool. Excellent.
So USB on the go, I must mention that as well while we're on the subject of USB.
Yeah.
So supports all those use cases that you've seen on previous.
And is it an AMOLED screen that we're looking at?
No, this is an LCD.
An LCD, that's cool. So it's touch and type, so you've got your QWERTY keyboard there and a touch screen on the top as well. So could you just take us through the home screen a few times so we can see the new AN interface and the way that the home screen scroll through?
Okay, so this device has up to 5 home screens with 3 widgets per home screen.
Okay.
The items down the left side, clock, profiles, and actually, as there's no notifications right now, the notifications manager is not visible, but if you had a missed message, a missed calendar event, or a missed call, then the area in the bottom left would actually alert you to that fact, no matter which home screen you're in. Yep. So that space there is reserved for people that need to know if they've missed something, no matter which home screen they're actually looking at.
Okay, so the bottom left is your notification area.
That's right, and because we've taken this side of the screen for clock, profiles and notifications, that leaves us then with 3 widget spaces. Okay. So we have up to 5 home screens supporting up to 15 user-definable widgets.
Cool.
And this is just coming with some examples. So here we have music widget, which is again the same as it will be on other Symbian devices that we have.
And what is the process speed on this?
The processor is the same as the other Symbian devices, so it's the 680 MHz processor with graphics acceleration.
Is that ARM11?
Yeah, it's the same as the
others.
ones.
Okay, well, we can look that up.
Yeah.
And what are the shortcuts here? You have your call and hang up button on the front.
Okay. So the physical keys we have are send and end, and the one-touch keys, which are very familiar to people that have used either an E71 or an E72. Yes. We have a home key, a calendar key, a messaging key, and a contacts key, and they all have both short and long press functions. So if you want to get to the contacts, it's one touch away on the contacts key. Okay. Again, the contacts is touch scrollable.
And moving to the side here, I notice you still have this lock and unlock slider.
Yeah, so now being a touch device, you need to be able to lock the device very quick and easily. So we've taken a lock switch to the device, and while you're in the home screen, it also acts as a 2-second switch on for the torch. Sorry about your eyes.
That's okay.
So that's a nice little feature which we've built onto the lock switch, which again is the same as other Symbian devices in the range.
But now you have the option, because you have the lock switch here, but you also have the power/lock button on the top.
Of course, yeah, you do. So if you want to use the power button, you can do that to get up the options. So it's the usual options that you're familiar with there. And when it is locked, center press on the Navi key brings up a clock, an event indicator, a date, and an unlock button as well. So you can unlock just via touch. So
this has a 1500 milliamp hour battery in it.
That's correct, yeah.
And I understand you're promising a month's worth of standby time, but what can we expect in realistic day-to-day use?
It all depends on your use cases. I mean, in terms of music playback, again, you'll have to build a combination of how you use the device, but in music playback, it's up to 75 hours of music playback. In video playback, it's up to 9 hours. In video recording, it's up to 4.7 hours. So depending on your use case scenario, you have to take little bits of each. So talk time, on the data sheet, in 3G is up to 7.5, in 2G is up to 14.8, and up to, I say, 31 days of standby.
Yeah. And this is shipping in Q2. Can you give us any indication on price?
I can't give you indication on price. We'll have to take that question to somebody else, because obviously pricing is a market-specific thing. But I think as you saw this morning, the guidance has been given.